Good morning, beautiful people. I thought I would make a very impromptu video here just to, I guess, give you a bit more of a really up close and personal, very intimate encounter of what occurs throughout your colon cleanse and what you can expect, especially when it comes to the fecal mass that you'll be passing. So warning, this will be a very graphic video. If you do not want to see a disturbing image of fecal mass, aka crap, please don't watch this. Maybe close your eyes if you still want to hear about it, but I will give you plenty of warning when I'm going to show it. So just wanted to let you know though that very important that you know what to expect, and also just to really highlight the importance of doing colon cleansing and why you really can't afford to live without it. Now, just a little bit of background for any of you who don't know. I 90% of the time, maybe 95% of the time, follow a plant-based diet. I don't eat meat at all, I don't eat eggs at all, but I do consume cheese and chocolate randomly a couple of times a month. So of dairy origin. I'll drink alcohol once or twice a month also, but mostly my diet is relatively clean, probably compared to the average person. So when we consume these irritative foods, be it meat, be it dairy, be it alcohol, be it coffee, be it gluten, I'm also gluten-free. What happens is it irritates the lining of our stomach and our intestines and stimulates our body to naturally produce a protective mucus. And this is to protect it from that irritative effect. Now, the problem is that mucus gets trapped in there and it becomes hardened over time, forming a mucoid plaque. Now, this becomes a prime breeding ground for pathogens and bacteria and all sorts of nasties to breed up and gain momentum in there because it's a nurturing environment for them to feed off and grow and multiply. But it also dramatically reduces the ability of us to absorb our nutrients. When you've got this thick, rubbery, hardened tar lining our intestines, it really is a big issue. Now, if you are a meat eater, a gluten eater, an alcohol drinker, and all those things, you really need to perform this colon cleanse process minimum 3 times a year, And the reason being is because this mucoid plaque builds up so rapidly. And I'm going to show you my bowel motion, which I've just had, and I'm on day 3 of my colon cleanse. So I've consumed nothing but juice. Today's the 3rd day. And I have also been taking the Balanced Babe colon cleanse powder, which is absolutely amazing. Now, I do also want to point out, if you are going to perform a juice fast, you are doing yourself a massive disservice if you do not use a colon cleanse product, because you're basically wasting an opportunity to really get in and really scrub out internally that mucoid plaque. Juice alone is amazing because what it will do is soften this mucoid plaque and allow it to start to lift. And then when you come along with your colon cleanse powder, think of it like you're swallowing a broom. It's going to come through and just scrub the entire insides of your body and allow you to release that. Now, if you're doing a juice fast without the colon cleanse, you're wasting that opportunity to get rid of that mucoid plaque. Yes, of course, there's other ways you can do it without the colon cleanse powder, like going and having colonic irrigation is an amazing way. Enemas are fantastic, and as you know, I highly recommend enemas as part of any detoxification program, cleanse, colon cleanse, or whatever. But enemas will only cleanse what we call the ascending part of the colon. It won't get the entire way through to the transverse colon and the descending colon. So at the very least, book yourself in for a colonic, but I do highly recommend using the Balanced Babe colon cleanse powder or any other products, of course, that you've stumbled across and you use. Now, the Balanced Babe's colon cleanse powder is amazing because it has anti-parasitic herbs in it, which is also going to help to weaken and fight any nasties that are growing and living inside you. It also has beautiful anti-inflammatory things like slippery elm, which is also a beautiful prebiotic, which is amazing for going in and then putting in that beneficial flora, the food source for our beneficial bacteria to thrive in as well. And there's a whole lot of other things in there as well. But I'm going to show you why it's so important, because as I said, my diet's probably less inflammatory than the average person. So I'm going to show you my bowel motion that I've just had first thing in the morning. So please look away now if this is something that you do not want to see. So what you can see is a very dark bowel motion. Okay, so just go show there's a lot of dark congestion, toxic stuff going on there. And I'm going to use my glove to put my hand in here and get really graphic, especially for you. And just to show you that this is long, stringy mucus. Now it's going to break as I lift it up, but look at that. That has come out of my intestines and my colon. The 3rd day of my colon cleanse, and I do not consume meat. I do not consume gluten. I drink alcohol twice a month. I do have, more refined sugar than I should. But isn't that profound? Now, the average person has 2 kilos worth of this here, this toxic crap mucoid plaque, hardened rubbery stuff that is preventing our bodies from absorbing our nutrients, and that is basically inviting all the pathogens and viruses and bacteria in the world to get in here and feed off that and thrive off that. So if you want to know why you're in the fight and flight mode, it's because you are toxic. So apologies if you're feeling really grossed out and freaked out right now, but I wanted to show you that because how profound is that? And if you don't commit to doing a colon cleanse minimum once a year, ideally 2-3 times a year, this is going to continue to build up in your system and it is eventually going to wreak havoc on your body. Now I want you to think of it like this. Let's just say you have a sock and you fill it up with dirt. Then you tie a knot in that sock and then you pop that sock in the bath with you. Now what's going to happen to the dirt? As we all know, that dirty water and dirt is going to start to diffuse out of the sock because it's a permeable material into the bath. And that's exactly what's going on within your colon. Now, our colon has a permeable membrane. So if there is that crap, that toxic stuff building up, living, just hanging around in your colon and intestines, it is basically passing and diffusing out into your bloodstream. And your blood is constantly dirty. If your blood's constantly dirty, your body is constantly going to be in that state of alert where it's like, oh, I need to keep working hard to reduce the pH. I need to keep working hard to detoxify myself. So you will never, ever be truly relaxed. Your adrenals will always be in that go, 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 flight and fight mode. So that is why that is one of the major elements to the 7-step hormone healing system. You must cleanse your colon. You must support your adrenal glands. You must then detoxify the body because you will never, ever heal when you're in that state of toxicity. So I hope that's been profound and eye-opening, and I hope I haven't grossed you out too much, but please, please, please use this as some leverage to get in and go and do your colon cleanse. If you have skin problems, the number one reason why is because your colon is toxic and you have dirty blood. The skin is the largest organ, and so all the toxicity and crap and junk that shouldn't be in your body is going to be continually trying to work its way out of your skin, especially if your liver pathways are sluggish, especially if your colon is congested like that and you're not eliminating through the major elimination channel being the bowels properly. You will eliminate through your skin, leading to not only things like hormonal acne, cystic acne, but also rashes and things like eczemas and hives and all those sorts of things as well. So I hope this has been not too graphic for you, but I hope it's inspired you to take a look at the Balance Babe Colon Cleanse product and program. We have a free program that is available to you on the website. So jump on, have a go, join the Balance Babes Facebook group where you can reach out and ask questions constantly and connect with other women who are also going through this process and willing to do the hard work in order to change their body for the long run and ensure that there is longevity for the rest of your life. Big love to you all. Mwah.